Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is just a bonus read, my friends. How are you, my bull gang? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. I'm here to do a bonus read, Taurus, and if you've been here before, you know that my bonus reads are not dated or timed, right? And if you are brand new to the Taurus tribe, welcome. I hope you'll stay. That subscription button is down on the right-hand corner there if you're interested in subscribing. Thank you if you do. And if you don't, thanks just for clicking here and giving this a shot today. So let's find out what's going on. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here, Taurus. I hope it's beautiful where you are as well. And let's find out what's going on with Taurus. And Taurus, somebody had a question in the comments, and they were saying, how come there's less Taurus readings than usual? Well, I do come here and I do them when I have the energy, but please understand that there's a sale on right now with my private reads. They're 10% off, which is making me very busy, which I'm very happy with. I'm so grateful to be reading for everybody, but I have to place my energy somewhere. So it's temporary. And I was coming back for a while there for just about every day giving you a reading, Taurus, just as a thank you for all of the ways that you love me on this channel. And I am very grateful, but this slowdown is temporary. I need to place my energy where it's needed, right? All right, here we go. Tell me about Taurus. What does Taurus need to know, please? What does the Taurus need to know in this bonus read, please? I intend for this to be current energy or future energy, Taurus. What's going on here? Taurus, you're carrying something here. What are you carrying? So we got the 10 of Wands. I'm talking to somebody who's about to be able to put down some burdens here. It feels like you, Taurus, I'm going to say because you're the overgiver, you're the one who's carrying not only your burdens, but the burdens of everyone else. And I don't like probably your friends, the people that you love the most, right? I feel like you're very heavily laden at this time. I want to say that there's a lot of things that you're carrying that aren't yours. It's time to put them down. It's time to speak out about them too, Taurus. I feel like the King of Swords is telling me it's time for you to be logic and factual about what's really going on. And that I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who's taking on too much, and you're feeling you're probably feeling like you can never get enough sleep, like you never have enough energy. It feels like that. I want to say because not only, I feel like you've got things that are heavily weighing on your mind, I want to say, because the King of Swords is here. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, right? It's all about what's going on up in the head. I feel like if you are somebody who gets stuck in the mind, somebody who gets stuck in your thoughts, you could maybe be an Aquarius Mercury, right? Because that Mercury is all about being up in the mind. But we have the King of Swords here with the 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. And I feel like you're heavily, something is I wouldn't say it's bothering you, but it's some stuff that you like to get rid of that you haven't purged just yet. We do have the Page of Cups. I feel like you will do it soon. I feel like with the Page of Cups showing up here that it is, what can I say? I feel like the Page of Cups is telling me that that it feels like there is this is something that you've been used to from your childhood. Is at some point, I feel, in your childhood or somewhere in the teenage years, somebody told you just to shut up about it. And I feel like that's why you don't share what's on your mind. That's why you get heavily burdened in the mind and you don't share things. And the Page of Cups is telling me that it's like something that you learned when you were younger. The good news is that you're older now, and you're able to you're able to say it whenever you need to say it, Taurus. And I feel like somebody here really needs to say it because it's weighing heavy on you here, my friend. That's what it feels like. Something here is weighing heavy on the mind. Tell me what that is for Taurus, please. What's weighing heavy on Taurus's mind? What is weighing heavy on Taurus's mind? Tell me about the 10 of Wands and the King of Swords. Justice. So there is something that you want to say. You want the truth to come out. You want something to become even or grounded. You want things to become to come to a place where you feel like you've had your justice. It does feel like there is what you're doing here is you're holding on to things which I feel aren't yours in order to keep stability around you. So it may be something that's going on with your child or your best friend or maybe the person that you're dating. But it feels like that you appear as though you are in balance. Maybe you are a Libra rising, right? Maybe no matter what's going on, because I always look at the sun, moon, and rising as though it is a band, right? The front man is your rising sign, and then you have the lead singer who is the sun sign, and then the guy in the back is the drummer, right? And so that's sort of how I look at it. And so I feel like you give everybody the brave face. You give everybody the face of, even though you're in this mental turmoil here, where you're carrying a lot of things on your mind, I feel like you give this very balanced sort of demeanor to everyone around you here. Tell me why justice is here. We have the Two of Swords, yeah. You're stuck in the mind. It feels like there is something that's disappointing. And I feel like that's what it is. It feels like it keeps coming back to you, reminding you that you're disappointed in something here. Because we do have the Two Swords and the one in the hand of the King is 3. Disappointment or heartbreak. We do have the Star. You do wish to heal this here. I feel like with this 5 of Cups here, I feel like you wish to heal this sadness about you. And though I feel like you're not a sad person in general, Taurus, whoever I'm connecting with, I feel like it's a sadness that you carry with you. Like these mental burdens that are weighing heavy on you, and you put on the brave face for everyone else. And I feel like there really is some stuff that's troubling you, maybe some heartbreak mixed with some disappointment. It feels like you do want to heal that, because I think I'm talking to somebody here who, although they live in this 5 of Cups having regret, I feel like you're looking into the past, and I don't feel like it's anything specific, Taurus. I feel like you're looking, you're feeling regret from the past, feeling sadness that things didn't work out the way you wanted them to, and I feel like you really want to heal that. We do have the 8 of Cups. Look, the only way you're going to do it is if you decide to emotionally disconnect from the things that are burdening you. That's the only way that you can do it. Look, I was having a conversation with a really young mom the other day, a friend of mine, and she said, I'm feeling so like everybody is taking a piece of me and I have nothing left for myself. I feel like that's what's going on here in this 10 of Wands and King of Swords energy here. I feel like you're taking it like a king. You know what I mean? Like a king would. Not show anybody, is showing everybody the brave face, and that's just it. You're just showing everybody the brave face. But I was saying to this mom, she was like, how do I get around that? I don't want to hurt people, but I do want to have less on my plate. I want to have less on my mind. And everybody wants the quick fix, or they want the magic to happen. The truth of the matter is it's hard work. And the other truth is you're going to lose people. When you decide that you're not going to no longer carry around these mental burdens and show everybody the brave face, when you actually start looking at your situation and dealing with the situation, Taurus, other people get uncomfortable with that. Because they get uncomfortable with you healing. Why? Because now they can't use you as a place to drop all of their crap, right? It's these people who are the naysayers, the ones who are in a very negative energy, and they expect to come to you to get some sort of solace. They expect you will have the answer because you're the King of Swords. They expect you will have the answer. You'll give them direction. You need to stop getting into other people's business. It's time to start minding your business. It's time to put a line in the sand and stay on your side. And look, there's no easy way to do it. You're going to lose people. When people cannot use you for a place to fall or a place to put their burdens, they're going to walk away. And there's no way around it. And that's what I was telling my friend. The reason people don't take back their power and decide that they're going to stay behind the line that they put in the sand is because they don't want to lose people. Well, I feel like it's saying here, you got to walk away, Taurus. If you want to heal, if there's any hope of you healing what's going on here, you must walk away. You have to disconnect. You got to release, right? There's a full moon here. Now, we do have a full moon coming up on the 21st. Maybe that's the time when you want to find a little ritual online somewhere and maybe do some rituals and release some things under the full moon. But I'm telling you, somebody here is very, very heavily laden. It's got to end. And the thing is this, is that the ending isn't even a sad thing. The ending is like the place where you realize that you've got this achievement. You're feeling lighter. You're stepping into a different world. This is a milestone. This is something that you've been doing for so long that you don't realize that you're doing it. But I feel like you're really stuck in this place, right? Stuck energies, right? This is fixed energies. And I don't mean to say that all the fixed energies are stuck, but you know that one thing about fixed energies you will know because you have Taurus showing up somewhere in your chart, or you know somebody who does, that's why you're watching this, is that I say we, because I'm the Taurus sun as well, we move very slowly towards a goal. And sometimes it's because we don't want to hurt other people, and sometimes some of us never get out of it. But I think it's time for you to close the door. You need to release some of the things that are going on with other people, trying to save other people, Taurus. You need to stop that stuff. You need to stop that shit right now. We've got the Page of Pentacles, because on the other side of the ending of the World card, right? The World card is the last card in the major arcana, from the Fool all the way to the World card. That is the life path. And a lot of us have many of those that we go through in a lifetime. I feel like the World card is the only way you have to close this. You have to change your mind. You have to change your energy. You have to change the heart space. You have to make a change in order, and this change is healing. It's about you and your healing. Healing of the mind. This is Aquarius energy as well. We've got Aquarius twice here, right? So it's a healing of the mind that needs to take place before you're going to be able to close the door on getting in everyone else's business because you think you need to save everyone. And the Page of Pentacles is here saying you do get a new beginning here. Things, then you can focus on what you want, right? This page has got this right here, right? This page has got this in their hand, the pentacle in their hand, because they do want to put energy into something else. And I feel for you, the energy you want to put into is something that is going to change you. Tell me what this is. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. You've wanted to do this for a long time. Look, it says you've got, sorry, let me just pull this down here a little bit. There's no reason we need to be crowding space, right? So we have the Knight of Pentacles coming up on the Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, and we have the King of Wands. It feels like here you've waited a very long time to go on some sort of a new path or do something for you, to try something brand new or open up some sort of a new chapter in your life. You've been waiting to do that, and you're going to have the inspiration to do it, but you got to get through this first. This right here is the reason why most people never take back their power, because they know it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt others. And the truth of the matter is, it hurts to get back on track. And there's no way around it. And that's what I was telling my young friend who's got, a small child. She's trying to do it all by herself. And there's no way to get around pissing people off when you are doing your own thing, Taurus. We do have the Four of Cups. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Hierophant. Look, you are right around the corner from being on your own path, being the spiritual teacher. The Nine of Wands tells me you're right at the edge. I want to say you're resilient, but you're loaded down, you're weighed down, you're right at the edge of making this change. The reason that you haven't, Taurus, the reason you keep going to the line that you put in the sand and maybe hopping across it for one person or maybe two, or maybe your child, or maybe it started with pleasing the child so they wouldn't cry or wouldn't scream. It could be like that with friendships, or maybe that's how you were raised. And so you tend to be somebody who's a people pleaser rather than making hard decisions, right, that are best for you. I feel like your fear is, with the Ten of Swords, your fear is the Four of Cups. Your fear is, if I bring things to an end, like if I'm the one who actually says I'm done with your bullshit, then I'm going to be lonely. And I'm going to tell you that's true, Taurus. It's absolutely true, which is what I was telling my young sweet friend. People are going to leave, and that's the truth of it. And you're going to be left with your thoughts. You're going to be left with all of the things that you were carrying, because whatever you're carrying here, this Ten of Wands, people don't care if you're carrying it for them. They don't. Understand that the people who are placing the burdens on you are placing them on everyone in their lives. They're blaming their parents. They're blaming their children. They're blaming their job. They're the ones who are the naysayers, who like to pollute the air with all of their crap, and they expect you to carry that around. Look, you are the spiritual teacher, and that's why you're attracting people like that, because you're a healer. What is Taurus supposed to do with this here? What is the next thing that Taurus should do in order to get out of this situation? We've got the Three of Pentacles. I got to round up the friends. That's the thing. I feel like you got to round up the friends, Taurus, and you got to be really honest, right? This is coming up with the King of Swords. You got to round up your friends and be really honest, or it's not like you have to say anything to them. When you're trying to take back your power, Taurus, you actually, when you're building boundaries, you don't have to tell anybody. It's a silent thing. You just start creating more and more distance between you and the issue. And so I feel like you're going to be rounding up the friends to see which ones are on your side, which ones have your back, right? The Three of Pentacles is about community, or the friend group, or the work group. It's about, are you on my team? Am I on your team? Are we collaborating here? What are we doing? So I feel like you're going to have to pull together the friend group and just find out who is the one who is placing the burdens on you and who isn't. Who is the one that's really supporting you? Look at that. I couldn't say it any better, right? We do have the Hermit. The Hermit is putting out their lamp toward the Three of Pentacles, saying, I really got to go over my friendship group. I really got to go over this community I've created. I've created a community of codependency. I've created a community of people who think that they can just place their burdens on my back and keep moving. So the Hermit is here. I feel like you really are looking at the friend group really closely. You're using your light. You're coming to wisdoms. You're going over the details. There are some people who I know that if I don't return the text, that they're never going to text me until they need something. So I say to you, who's watering the plants, right? I heard this on a TikTok once, that there was an older fella, somebody full of wisdom, right? And he said, if you stop watering the plants, who's watering your plants? Are the plants going to die? And that means when you contact people, you're the constant one who's constantly watering the plants, right? And if you stop watering the plants, if you stop connecting with them first, if you stop making the plan and grabbing all of your friend group and say, come to my house, I'm going to put on a party, or I'm going to make a dinner, or if you stop doing that, what happens? Silence is what starts to happen. For some of them, not all of them, but for some of them, and you need to figure out which ones are those. And I think that you will. And when you do, I think you're going to say something. The Knight of Swords is the one who's going to be a little bit aggressive with how they make their cuts, right? This is the Knight of Swords energy is brave and courageous, but it can be a little bit aggressive, right? It's the person who sees all of the possibilities, but knows they got to make some cuts in order to be able to make things work in the way that they want to, in order to deliver the message, in order to tell people exactly what's going on. But I think that first you're going to go within the self. You're going to go within the self first and find out what it is that you need to say or how you're going to do it. And like I said, it doesn't have to be anything you say. It can just be simply creating distance. Yeah. That maybe you stop servicing all of the people who are coming at you. They all come at you with these opportunities to save them. Taurus, it's time for you to stop saving everybody. It's time for you to save yourself. And when you save yourself, you save your children. Because when you learn something, you teach them something different. And you're always, with every word, with every step, with every action, Taurus, you're always teaching people how to treat you. And I think you're about to teach people how to treat you. Yeah, I feel like it's right around the corner. I feel like you are resilient. You're at the end of you're at your wit's end here with the Nine of Wands. You've had enough. You've carried enough. It's time to let some of those relationships go. And I don't think you want to do it because you're this. You're kind. You're loving. You're a person who likes to teach people who you know who the Hierophant is. You like to give them spiritual guidance, but this is too much. It's too much, Taurus. You are the loving and compassionate one. Everybody knows that you are that, but I feel like you need to make a big decision, my friend. And the judgment is here. You need to make a really big decision. It's the only way that you're going to get your victory. It's the only way that people are going to notice you, I'm going to say. Because I feel like right now it's like they see you as not as someone who is a valuable friend, and not everybody's like that. And maybe this isn't even your reading, but you have to let go of those people who don't see the value in the friendship they have with you, but they're people who come to you to get things because you're the bringer of things. You're the one who takes care of everybody, right? Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave that right there. Taurus, thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now. You guys take care. I love you all. I'll be back because I'm always back. Bye.